So Autodesk just released 29.3, and other than a lot of bug fixes, they added a couple little features to Maya. Not a whole lot, but you can see most of that in the release notes, but I just wanted to focus on three things that they've added. One of which is that they've added the set menu right into your outliner. Now, a lot of you have seen me do that before, which is a great way to access that menu. You can just go in here and say select sets and say, name it whatever you want. Apply and close. Grab my palm trees. Let's do the same thing. Something like that. Oop, spell it correctly. There we go. Cool. Now I have quick access to those objects if I need to. Along that, with the outliner, they've also changed this a little bit. You can always drag up and have two separate outliners. It makes it easy if you want to get to certain objects. That if you have a really big hierarchy in there, they've changed that so now you can set that display to be vertically split instead. The search or the filter still works the same between the two of them. So it's a little bit weird there. What you can do is also, you've always been able to do this, and I can have, this one has this particular filter. This one I can do like cubes and have these in this filter. So you do have the ability still, but it was kind of nice that you can have them vertical next to each other. I'll probably never change it. I'll probably always leave it that way. Kill that. And the last thing they added was in the create reference menu, you now have an option. Let me hit this. Reset. There we go. Cool. So now I have an option for when you load to reserve the unloaded namespaces. So what that'll do is just give you a namespace that Maya won't automatically overwrite. So I was going to add a shark to this scene, or let's say an octopus. I have one of those. I can go ahead and reference. I can select my octopus rig, and it won't bring it in. And what's cool is if I go to my namespace editor, I can't delete that. And then if I actually do bring in the real octopus, so let's do another reference. Oh, wait. I gotta turn that off. Let me know if this is rigged. There we go, cool. So now I have the real octopus in there, and I have the reserved octopus, and you see it gets a 1 added to it. And if I check my reference editor, which is not in here, reference editor, boy oh boy, you can see I have the 2 in there, and it gets a 1 added to it automatically, even though that wasn't loaded. So it's just a nice way to set up your scene so you don't end up having references that get confused and things like that down the line. Alright, hope that helps.